Shalom, I want to begin the lesson off by giving all praise, honor, and glory.
Salaki,
I had my stuff up, and that thing just went off. Let me try that again. Shalom, I want to begin the lesson off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kakodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elder bishops of the great millstone who taught me this truth through the spirit and the power of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Peace and salutations goes out to the brothers pushing this truth through the spirit and the power of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, the 100% truth out there on the highways and the byways, the Akim, as well as you few sisters out there listening and learning the Akwa. To you also I say Shalom. It is your brother Artazago Barbecker with another lesson through the spirit. I just wanted to come at y'all with something quick and Lord willing edifying, man, through the spirit. Two things concerning the gas prices and stuff like that. Now, I mentioned this in one of my lessons earlier this week, that I was going to pretty much go fill up my car. I noticed, like, I typically fill up my car around the same time. It'd be like a little bit over a quarter of a tank left. And I noticed the difference when I went. It usually cost me around like $30, like a good $30. But when I went this last time, it was almost $20 more than I usually would spend. It was dinner, $50 for me to fill up. First thing I want to show y'all is this. It says U.S. drivers have spent an estimated $8.4 billion more on gas since late February, which is when the war started, as fuel prices surged following the start of the Iran conflict, according to lawmakers. So it says U.S. drivers have spent an estimated $8.4 billion more on gas since late February, as fuel prices surged following the start of the Iran conflict, according to Democratic lawmakers. The national average for gas has climbed above $4 per gallon for the first time since 2022, significantly increasing fill-up costs for common vehicles. While consumer spending has remained steady so far, economists warn the higher fuel prices could begin to slow economic growth and reduce major purchases. Surveys show many Americans are already adjusting their budgets to cope, with states like Texas and California seeing the largest increases in total fuel spending. The White House has described this spike as temporary, saying prices are expected to fall once the conflict ends, though concerns about the broader economic impact continue to grow. All right. Now, as I always say, man, well, concerning the government, you got to take what they say with a grain of salt. The things that they say are the things that they tell you, because known to lie religiously, right? And whenever I see these things going on, all I can think about, one thing I think about is in the Book of Eli, the movie, is one of my favorite movies. Well, no, Salaki, I said, I Am Legend. Yeah, and I Am Legend in that movie, also one of my favorite movies. And I Am Legend, when Will Smith, was that I Am Legend? Salaki. That was I Am Legend. And I Am Legend, when he was like trying to go get gas for his car or whatever, then the nigga went in there, and you could see that like the gas prices was at like $10, $20 or something like that. It was something outrageous. They might have showed it in both movies, but I'm pretty sure it was I Am Legend. I want to play this video for y'all, and then I'm gonna show y'all a picture there. I'm gonna go ahead, play this real quick. Fair use, fair use. This is for educational and edification purposes only. I'm not making any money off of this video. So YouTube, please do not strike this down.
Just confirmed that they are about to start diluting your gasoline this May. So basically, the EPA just announced that starting on May the 1st, gas stations across the country can sell E15 fuel nationwide. If you're somebody that doesn't know what E15 fuel is, it's gasoline that's cut with 15% ethanol instead of just the usual 10. And you literally cannot make this up right now because they are calling it fortifying the domestic fuel supply, which is a really weird way to say that you're just going to be adding more corn juice to people's gas.
EPA has issued emergency waivers for gasoline blends like E15.
Now this is why it actually matters to you, because ethanol has less energy than regular gasoline, so your car gets worse fuel economy on E15. The entire point of this is that you might be saving about 25 cents per gallon at the pump, but you're burning through it faster, so obviously the savings just cancels itself out. But this is the part that genuinely nobody's talking about, because the EPA normally bans E15 during the summer because ethanol evaporates faster in heat and creates more smog. They explicitly know this, but they just decided to waive their own rule that they made anyways because gas prices are high right now and people are angry. And if you're somebody that owns an older car, a lawnmower, a boat, or a chainsaw, they're saying to be careful because E15 can mess up those engines. So they're making your gas cheaper by just making it worse. Is that even surprising at this point?
Amen. As the scriptures forewarn us, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall be unable to. And you know, a part of the fuel cut and stuff like that going on goes into less and less flights, man. So transportation. Why you think the other apostles always stress to us, you know what I'm saying, work out and stuff like that, take care of yourself? Because in these times to come, man, we're going to be doing a lot of walking, bro. There's going to be a lot of travel by foot. You know, there's no telling what type of situations and stuff like that could occur during Jacob's trouble. So you don't want to be somewhere like the common folk, like these normal people who live in a spirit full of. Let me just go you get description, man. The spirit of being comfortable or relaxed. Always paying attention to what's going on. People always ask me, they'll be like, "Oh, why do you fast? Why you always fasting? You not eating nothing today? What you mean you not eating nothing today?" I'm not eating nothing today. It be days where I don't eat. I mean, most times I don't even eat more than one meal a day, bruh. People don't pay attention to what's going on in the news. They don't pay attention to what's going on around. Man, it's already countries who are going through famine, been going through famine. Countries who are panic buying. It ain't nothing to buy in the fucking grocery stores. You don't think that stuff gonna come to America, Babylon the Great, man? But you prepare yourself, as the brother Hadai Abad always says. A lot of people will be going on voluntary, involuntary diets very soon. Because you can't go a few hours without food, let alone a day. Like we said, maybe 3-4 days you might not have no food. Hey, it's good. Look, let's get 1 Peter 5:8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour, man. They're trying to collapse this economy. So they're going to do whatever they can in order to bring it down as a way and as a means to save themselves up out of this judgment that the Lord has placed for them. The empire is falling. They're trying to do whatever they can to revive it with this technocratic society that they're trying to bring forth next. They're trying to control people, man. So it was an Iron Legend, I believe. Gas. Yep, see? $6.63, $6.87, $6.95. And it might have even been, let's see, See, like they was just saying, it hasn't been this hot since 2022. Where is this post from? 2022. Yeah, I'm not sure if it was in the book of Eli, but we can check the book of Eli. Yeah, I didn't think so. So, signs of the times, man. Trying to warn y'all, those who will listen. Shit, like I'm tripping. Man shall not desire to go into a city. Man shall desire to go into a city and will be unable to. Second Ezra 15 and 16, for there shall be sedition among men, meaning revolting, right? Because it's gonna be, the American people, man, they only gonna take so much of this shit till they actually start trying to fight back or at least stand up for themselves. And it's spent, what they said, man, $8.3 billion, man, in gas. Right. The quality is getting worse. The quality of life is getting worse. It's going down by the day. Right. Still wondering why we're in conflict with a country that doesn't have nothing to do with us. Fighting for Israel. People are getting drafted at 52. Right. So it's not getting better, man, and it's not going to, as we've been telling y'all. Everything seems cool now. They're comfortable because nothing has happened over here in Babylon the Great. But just wait till these plagues start reaching over here, man, and start touching down. We're going to see who was telling the truth. 2 Ezra 15 and 16, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power, man. Anarchy, man. People aren't gonna care no more. It's gonna be a state of anarchy. A political philosophy and social state characterized by the absence of formal government, top-down authority, or enforced hierarchy, often stemming from the Greek anarchos, without rulers. It advocates for voluntary association, self-governance, and collective cooperation, are often associated with chaos or disorder in pop culture. Proponents define it as a peaceful, equitable system based on personal freedom and mutual aid. But it's not going to be a state of peace, man, that comes upon earth. As our Lord stated, Yahushua, think not that I've come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace but a sword. So the Lord sending down plagues for a reason, man. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, right? So that lack of transportation, man, it's gonna be, best believe it's gonna come to pass, right? So, and then on top of that, I did want to mention that as well, right? That dude said May 1st, May Day. What does that signal? May Day is a European festival of ancient origins marking the beginning of summer, right? Like I said, in these other countries, man, they have certain days that they can travel now, right? To preserve energy resources. They trying to switch everything to electric, technology, right? Technology based, so they can be able to control it. May Day is a European festival of ancient origins, marking the beginning of summer, usually celebrated on May 1st, around halfway between the northern hemisphere spring equinox and midsummer solstice. Festivities may also be held the night before, known as May Eve, Traditions include gathering green branches and wildflowers, bringing in the May, which are used to decorate buildings and made into wreaths. Crowning the May Queen, sometimes with a male companion, decked in greenery, setting up a maypole, May tree, or May bush, around which people dance and sing, as well as parades and processions involving these. Bonfires are also a major part of the festival in some regions. All right, so just showing y'all a little bit. May 1st, May Day. And it's pretty much a very ancient pagan holiday, is what I'm getting at. So it's no coincidence, man. And with thought is that their kingdom shall rule forever. I want to say the tongues fall upon themselves. Job 5:12. It says, He disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong. Right? They're thinking about how they can collapse this society, cripple the things going on over here, right? Cripple everyday life. How can we stop things, slow it down, and bring forth something to where the people can rely on us? Not realizing and not knowing that them ushering in this next society, they're not going to rule in it for very long, right? Or be able to use it as a means to build themselves back up, because the Lord, as he says, is going to throw them down, right? So these plans that they have in their heads, best believe it's not going to go as they plan. They haven't considered Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushua in their plans. So that's going to be the thing that fucks them over. You know, but we welcome these things, man. We welcome all of these little changes they making and whatnot to destroy this society, this earth, whatever they need to do to destroy themselves. Go right ahead. We welcome it. Lord willing, Apparatusai, how about Shemel Shah, that these players continue to come on and Esau Edom continue to destroy themselves, right? And destroy their kingdom via Donald Nero Trump at the forefront of that. And I just want to say this too. Where is Benjamin not a Jew? I don't know. At this point, I really don't care no more. He's going to be in chains if the Lord haven't already deleted him. Nonetheless, though, Lord willing, the lesson was edifying to those out there listening and watching. I'm going to close it off there. Giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem, Rachacha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops at Great Millstone once again, who told me this truth through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushua. And until next time, I say Shalom, Israel. Shalom. And as always, we're one day close to the kingdom, man. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Shalom, Israel. Shalom.